Ah, here we go.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, America, and good afternoon, Europe. This is Oliver Gardner for the Organic Consumers Association, and we're here in Wales, UK, for the Harmony in Food and Farming Conference of the Sustainable Food Trust. And I'm here with Patrick Holden, who is the founder of the Sustainable Food Trust.
I am indeed.
Hello, Patrick.
Hello.
So, Patrick, today we're here to celebrate harmony in food and farming, and also to celebrate the publication of Harmony, a new way of looking at our world, which is a book published by His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales.
That's right.
Yes. So, could you explain to me what the event is all about today?
I'll have a go.
Yeah.
It's a conference really which is organised to recognise the importance of the Prince's book of that name, Harmony, A New Way of Looking at Our World, in which he reminds us that everything is connected and that the same laws and principles operate in food and in farming as they do in everything else. But somehow we are just hopefully emerging from the age of reductionist thinking, where we've separated everything into silos, and into a new period where we can incorporate harmony, values and principles in the way that we look at our farms, in our food, in nature and everything else. And the conference, apart from having the Prince's speech, which was a very inspiring contribution to this conference because it's the first time he's ever spoken publicly on the subject. Also, we had some amazing other keynote speakers, including Dame Ellen MacArthur, who was the yachtswoman who first sailed solo around the world, and Sir John Elliott Gardner, who's a very internationally famous conductor with a particular interest in agriculture because his farm, his large organic farm, has been one of the longest established organic farms in England, and much more. And now, in this afternoon, we're breaking into parallel sessions where we're looking at aspects of the way in which harmony thinking can inform the way we treat food and farming in the future.
So we are covering all this. So to hear more about it, you need to text BYTES, B-Y-T-E-S, at 97779. So text BYTES at B-Y-T-E-S. 97779, or log into organicconsumers.org to sign up to our newsletter, or just follow us on Twitter at organicconsumers.org. Now, this morning we touched on a sort of shift and sort of a new understanding in how we should approach global food production. Shifts are happening on different sides. We have the emergence of two big multinational corporations, Bayer and Monsanto, and we have the emerging understanding of the dangers linked to glyphosates. So right now the state of California has banned glyphosates last week, which is good news for us, for the organic movement. And today there's a launch on the dangers linked to human health and pesticides in Rome, organised by Navdanya International with Vandana Shiva.
Who's a great champion of the sustainable food movement and a wonderful inveterate campaigner.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is the state of mind here today?
The state of mind here is incredibly positive, partly because we're eating such delicious food, all organic and locally sourced, of course, and also because I think we find it inspiring. We are all inspired not only by the ideas behind the harmony thinking, but also we're uplifted by each other's company. And of course, you know, the Roundup threat and the multinational corporation mergers and all that kind of thing is depressing. But I think here in West Wales there's an energy that we can, our collective thinking and forward planning about replacing the chapter of agriculture which has been dominated by killing nature with pesticides and herbicides and chemical fertilizers can be replaced by something much more inspiring and which can take us into the future and rebuild the lost natural capital and promote public health.
And so what can we do as consumers?
That's the most important question. It came up this morning and it was the last question actually. there's a tendency to think as one individual cell in the vast sea of humanity that I'm powerless to make a difference, but actually we are the only individual elements of the solution that can make a difference, because we are the cells of the food system. We eat, as Wendell Berry said, where eating is an agricultural act. So if we change and we take action and we source our food from known producers whose provenance and the systems of farming is known to us, then collectively we can change the world. And I think the Organic Consumers Association, of which I'm a great fan, is a wonderful example of mobilizing citizen power to deliver change at scale. And of course all the Roundup ban in California and all these other issues, that's connected.
Harmony, connected, you're talking about connection. Harmony is talking about interconnectedness. So not just farming, not just consuming, but also a more, how would you say, spiritual approach.
Yes, well, I think science is catching up with spirituality now, and what was dismissed as being either spiritual or really sort of away from rational scientific thinking, science is now discovering actually there's truth in all these intuitive propositions that people like Rudolf Steiner came up with more than a century ago. And I think the exciting thing that, as we're learning from, for instance, the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio and the law of the musical scale, about which we've heard quite a lot today, and the movement of the planets around the celestial bodies, is that everything, all these things, are examples of the geometry and the maths of the universe, and those same principles are revealing themselves inside our bodies and in nature all around us. Look at the science of epigenetics and the microbiome. These are newly emergent fields of science which show that we are, as living organisms, vastly complex and very beautiful and totally connected with our outside environment, and you cannot isolate even a one cell from our body, let alone an individual human being, from the environment in which we live. We are nature, we're part of nature, and by understanding this and being mindful of it, present to it, even through meditation and prayer, which is a very important element of this, we are in a better place to take action to heal our wounded planet.
Effectively, and this is something that is put forward in Harmony, a new way of looking at the world.
At the book. Here it is.
There you go, a book.
So this is a book that was published about 6 or 7 years ago, written by the Prince with 2 other authors, and somehow didn't capture the attention of the public, partly because the media gave it a pretty sort of lackluster welcome. And now, gradually, the sales are picking up, because in this book, the Prince has revealed some profound truths which are really important to all of us. We just forgot it. There was a kind of mass amnesia went on in civilization over a period of 200 or 300 years since the Enlightenment, and now that's changing, and especially young people are waking up to this. This is a time of change. I mean, I think the ideas which are informing this conference have reached a tipping point where they can actually accelerate, and that's wonderful.
It is wonderful. And so follow the shift, stay tuned. Thank you so much for this short interview.
Okay, come
Holden.
to my farm tomorrow and let's do this again.
We're going to do it again on his farm tomorrow. We're going to record it and we're going to edit it all up. Really nice and sweet.
Okay, see you there.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. As to say, you can follow the rest of the conference on Alterné, recorded. We will have a recording of Prince Charles' speech that happened here this morning in Llandovery, Wales. So for more information about this conference and just about organic farming and organic food in general, you can text BYTES, BYTES, on 97779, or visit organicconsumers.org to sign up to our newsletter. You can also follow us on Twitter at Organic Consumers, but you can also follow the live tweets of this event at Regeneration International, at regeneration_INTL on Twitter. And you can also sign up to our Regeneration International newsletter that really does cover how we can cool the planet and feed the world with regenerative agriculture. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll speak to each other soon. Thank you.